Yeah, we in here. We in here. We in here. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's great? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothas Get a Rap Podcast. We back with the big 40 episode, bro. 40th episode. That's crazy, bro. 40 episodes. So tonight it's gonna be special. What you said, bro?
So now that's a fact.
You already know what the vibes. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild, and I'm joined with the other host of the show, the co-host, my brother from another mother, one of the best photographers in the world. My brother Santana, say something to the people.
Yo, what's goody, y'all? What's goody? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like my bro said, 40th episode. We just got a jam-packed episode as always. We just don't get right into it. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. Yo, shout out to the chat. The chat here, nice and early. That's what I like to see. Shout out to some of the few and Krista Matlock up in the building. You already know the day one Rowan Jack up in the building. King Prince in the building. You already know what's happening. So let's get right into it. Got my notes. Got my notes, baby. All right, so let's get right into it. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records, where the motto is create, document, and inspire. You could go on the Instagram right now, OUV Records at OUV Records, and tune into the latest in music, content, and also merchandise. All right, so let's get to it. Popular opinions. First question of the night. Best childhood movie. Number one, Heavyweights. Number two, Blank Check. Number three, Zathura. Number four, Little Giants. Again, let us know what y'all think in the chat. My brother over there mulling his answer over because those are some heavy hitters right there. You know what I'm saying? So my brother gotta mull that over because I don't know where he going. I already know I'm going with my answer, but you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
going with blank check.
Huh?
So I'm going with blank check.
My brother going with Blank Check. In the chat, they going with Little Giants. Me personally, bro, I gotta go with Heavyweights, bro. Heavyweights was so popping, dog. You talk about just straight laughs. Oh my God, just straight laughs all through that movie. That's probably like I'm gonna go with Heavyweights on this list. Pause. Shout out to Rowan 12 in the building. You already know the vibe. One of the day ones just checked in. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in, y'all. All right, so all right, so my brother went with Little Giant. No, you went with Blank Check.
Yeah.
In the chat, they going with Little Giants. I went with Heavyweights. Zathura didn't get no type of love on this list. The rest of the world went with Little Giants at 40%. Can't be mad at that. It was a dope movie. It was a funny movie. But why you pick Blank Check though?
Because it showcased the early moments of scamming, baby. You know what I'm saying? And would you scam this check? How a little white kid come create a blank check, go in the bank, get $1 million, go buy a crib. Like that shit was ill, man. Like that was the best movie I ever seen in my life as a kid. So and nigga had his parents kicked the parents. He didn't want to listen to his parents, so he bought a crib on his parents' block.
Yeah.
That shit was the most gangster shit ever. Son. As a kid watching that shit, I'm like, oh damn, this nigga got a whole mansion with a fucking 3-story sliding into the pool joint. You know what I'm saying? Hollering at this older executive biddy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Mr. McIntosh, you heard? Like, yo, that shit was ill, son. That was one of the greatest movies ever, son, as a child going and watching that shit.
And you didn't mention that bro had a driver. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't get like the whips of all West. Bro did some real 90s shit. And like when you have money, it was like, yo, I don't even want to drive, dog. I'm gonna go get me a whole limousine and get me a driver and have him scoop me all around town. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just showcases if you got money, they'll just believe anything. They'll believe a little 10-year-old got $1 million and shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll believe whatever. Cash that check, he go buy a crib, get a driver driving around. He don't see no parents, nobody, no ask no questions when you paying them when you paying them the bills, they don't ask no questions. Where you want to go, sir? Wherever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Gorek the Greek in the building. Shout out to you, my brother. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Definitely a dope movie. Not to mention, bro had one of the most underrated arcades in his crib. Like he had all the games that you ever want to play, some futuristic stuff that you ever wanted to play. So shout out to dude from the Blank Check. That was a dope movie. But me, I chose Heavyweights because that movie was just funny as hell, bro. Like, and then you got Ben Stiller in like this is like almost peak Ben Stiller playing a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As he's a former fat dude trying to teach these little youngins how to lose weight, and he doing that. Wow, he he jumping off mountains or onto the branch doing pull-ups and like, yo, y'all can do this, stop me. And they looking at him like, oh hell no. Yo, Heavyweights is a riot, bro. All right, so let's move on. Move on. Shout out to all those movies. Those are a good time. All right, best retro sneakers on this list. Number one, the Charles Barkley '94. Number two, Penny Hardaway's the fours, the fours. Number three, Scottie Pippen's ones, and number four, Chris Webber's ones.
Yeah, that's a difficult list because I ain't wearing not near one of them sneakers growing up.
They was expensive at them time too.
Yeah.
This is when parents wasn't accustomed to paying $1.35, $1.50 for some kicks. Like that's new era. You know what I'm saying?
I'll probably go with the pennies.
The penny four
Yeah.
with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
Them joints was fire. Them joints was fire. They look good with anything. You go wear them. You go wear them to school. You go with them play ball or football. They look good in anything. Me personally, I do got a pair of them Charles Barkley's. I had a pair of them pennies. I always wanted them Scotty ones. Them Scotty ones was official. I must say that. But I never got the Scotty ones. But me personally, I'm going with the Chris Webber ones. The Chris Webber ones was so them things was so hot, like they just couldn't stay on the street. Like when I would say 10, 11, yo, I was begging my pops for these kicks. And
Mm-hmm.
it took me all the way to Manhattan to find these kicks because we couldn't find them nowhere in Brooklyn. Because you remember back in the day
It
that
was on.
used to be the spot. So because VIMs was all sold out, then we're gonna go to Modell's. Nothing. So now when we go all the way to Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a Mortal Kombat game and some Chris Webber ones. We couldn't find them joints nowhere but one spot. But the one spot that had them, they wanted for $1.50. And again, at that time, my pops was like, $1.50.
Yeah.
You ain't telling me this joint's gonna be $1.50. Like we running all around Manhattan for $1.50. Like he spazzed on me. So I'm gonna go with the Chris Webbers. The rest of the world went with the Penny Hardaways at 32%. Yeah. But why you chose the pennies though?
Because those were the only ones I really. Now, I see my cousins wear them shits really, so that's what like put me onto them.
Okay. Them
Yeah,
joints was hard. Them joints was
yeah,
hard.
my was not copping them Jones. So when I see my cousin with them, I was like, "Oh shit, them shits is fire. Let me get those." It was like, "Nah, nigga, you gotta get a little older before you get them." I'm like, nah, that's facts.
You know what's funny? They said, have you ever rocked them Shaq joints? I had a first pair of the Shaq joints because my pops, when we found them Chris Webbers, he was like, but what about these though? These joints right here about like 85. You can get the and the first pair of Shaq joints was official. They was official, but everything after that was I'll say after like Shaq threes, it was a wrap for Shaqs. But them first Shaqs, they was official. They had the big Shaq joint. The
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
joints was official. But yeah, because they asked it in the chat, so yeah, I had to pay. I had to, officially pay the first joints. All right, so moving on. Next question: best album on this list. Again, let us know what y'all think in the chat and hit that like button. First, best album on this list: Ashanti self-titled album, Ashanti. That's number one. Number two, Alicia Keys. No, I'm sorry. Number two, Keisha Cole, Just Like You album. Number three, Alicia Keys, As I Am album. Number four, A. Marie, All I Have album. That's that A. Marie Drake made you like, yo, I don't know. This list is
Because I already had who I was gonna pick already, and then you said A. Maria. I was like, damn,
that A. Marie first album was
that
every
shit was.
joint was hitting, bro.
Yeah, my first goal was Ashanti, first album.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, every song on there is like you're not skipping no track on that album and shit. But I definitely gotta go with my love, A. Marie. So I'm like, oh man,
Oh my God. Like,
yeah, nah, I'm going with A. Marie on that one.
yo, bro, that A. Marie album is official like a referee with a whistle, bro. Like, that's how tough that album is. Like, I wanted to say Ashanti too, because Ashanti got at least like she got dope songs on the album, but she got like three like joints that you could play them anytime, anywhere type of joint. You know what I'm saying? But I got to go with Keisha Cole, Just Like You album. She got them joints was fire from front to back, and she got them next level joints that people still sing to this day. I gotta go with that one, even though A. Marie, that's like 1A, 1B to me, that album, to be honest with you. That particular album that she had, fire. But I'm gonna go with Keisha Cole, Just Like You. My brother went with A. Marie, All I Have album. Uh in the chat, they all over the place in the chat. The rest of the world, they went with Alicia Keys, As I Am album at 31%.
Mm.
I'm not jacking that at all. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you. Like she had a couple joints on that album, but consistency, song for song, is not better than Keisha Cole. Just Like You album, and it's not better than A. Marie, All I Have album, especially not Ashanti's the self-titled album. I think that's the worst album on the list, to be honest with you.
Nah, that's a fact. That A. Marie joint was just epic. Ashanti shit when it dropped was just we needed that in 2002. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That shit was just official, son.
yeah,
Went
yeah.
cop the bootleg and cop the official joint.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like, yo, just official albums right there. So, all right, moving on. If you was in a park tournament, right, and you had two players that you could pick to play in this park tournament, who are you gonna pick? Team one, Vince Carter and Jamal Crawford. Team two, Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. Team three, Kevin Durant and Lamar Jackson. I mean Lamar Jackson. Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom.
shit.
I already know who I'm going with because we talking about the park. So you know what I'm saying. I
What
already know
was who was with Jamal Crawford again?
Vince Carter and Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, I'm going with Vince Carter and Jamal Crawford.
Yo, that team right there is going to be that's going to be nasty work, bro. Cause nobody jumping with prime time Vince, bro. Like you just throwing it up, he catching it anywhere. Like you know what I'm saying. And then Jamal going dance on
Cook.
you.
He gonna cook, man.
He
And we
it's
talking about street ball, so yeah, he gonna
right.
cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to go with that team, me personally, but I'm gonna go with Kyrie and Steph because Steph could shoot anywhere in the gym, and Kyrie he's just sensational, bro. Pause. Like he just get crazy with it. So even though my team is some short guys, shit in the park, height don't matter. We just gonna go get it, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna have some fun. The rest of the world, they went with Vince Carter and Jamal Crawford at 30%. You know what I'm saying? That would be something to. That's like when I think of that, that's like mixtape days. When I think of that, when I think,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, where you guys live. I'm from Brooklyn. My brother's from Queens, but we both in the Florida area. But we're in different parts of the Florida area. So
Yeah,
you know,
Florida's huge.
you know what I'm saying? It's a big place. So we in different parts of Florida. All right. Moving on to the next question. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Best hip hop beat on this list. Just the beat. Just the beat. Best hip hop beat on this list. Pete Rock, CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You, number one. Number two, Nas, It Ain't Hard to Tell. Number three, Mobb Deep, Infamous. Number four, Gangstar, Mass Appeal.
Damn,
That's ugly right there. I ain't going. That's ugly, kid.
that's tough. I'm just have to go with Queens on this one. I'm gonna go with my boy Nas. Man. I just gotta go Queens with it, man.
That ain't hard to tell, joint. You know what I'm
But
saying?
reminisce is still like, you know what I'm saying? That shit always gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? And I just gotta go with Queens. Queens on this one. You know what I'm saying? Ain't hard to tell. It's still to this day fire. You know what I'm saying?
All these beats is something special, but it's something about it. I remember when this came out, I was a little dude. But when it came out, it made me feel a type of way though. I gotta go with Queens as well, but I gotta go with Mobb Deep, Infamous, bro. Like when that beat hit, it felt like something like it just felt like something you just had to just sit and listen and watch. Like, cause the first time I even heard the song, it was I seen the video.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hear the song first. I seen the video first. And that beat, the way it comes on, bro, it just does something to it did something to my spirit then and still do now. Even though all these joints is classic joints that I would love to rap on. The rest of the world, they went with Pete Rock, CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You. Not mad.
It's still I'm not mad at that neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The all these beats is 1A, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that simple. Like that's how top tier, upper echelon these beats are. You know what I'm saying? They on the top level. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I, it is what it is. So I'm not mad at this list at all. All right, moving on to our next segment, Hollywood Need to Ask Us. We came up with this segment because there's a lot of trash movies out right now that we can't even enjoy the movie experience anymore. And mostly part of it is the ideas and the execution of these movies that they pulling out. Pause. So me and my brother came up with the idea of Hollywood Need to Ask Us. You want to start off or you want me to start off?
You could start off.
All right, so bet. My Hollywood need to ask us. I feel we need a Blank Man meets Media Man movie.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? With all the cast, with the all original cast, Robert Townsend, you know, again, Damon Wayans, and even though they're older guys, right? But they playing superheroes of such. Again, if Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester
Sylvester, yeah.
can still play regular dudes, run them down, jump off a building, bridges, tunnels, or jump out of the tunnel into the lake and beat dudes up just straight hands at damn near 70 years old or at 70 years old. These dudes can play superheroes, and it's going to be a comedy. And you're going to have David Allen Greer. You're going to have, again, Eddie Griffin on the other side. The original cast. I think that would be something dope to see. Media Man meets Blank Man, or vice versa.
Now that's fire, son.
Appreciate that, my brother. And of course, you add some of the youngins in there. You know what I'm saying? That new flavor. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sprinkle it up, sprinkle
Bring
it up.
it up. You know what I'm saying? But these are these, you know what I'm saying, media man meets blank man. So that's my.
All right, all right, all right. So for me, I need to see a biopic of Lonnie Johnson. Was born in October 6th, 1949. He's still alive today. He's notable. He's notable for the greatest invention ever made, the
So
Super Soaker.
the Super Soaker, woo!
I need to
I
see a I need to see a biopic of this man. He changed my childhood forever, and I'm pretty sure he changed a lot of people's childhood for the summer forever with the Super Soaker. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
definitely need to see a biopic of this man. He's a inventor of all other things, but this is his most notable one, and it generated about $1 billion in sales by like 1990 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got that shit, it was like 95. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's when they had they
the,
had the backpack, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? With the you know what I'm saying, machine gun jump,
the three,
Super Soaker,
yeah.
and niggas on my block doing manhunt with the Super Soakers. Man, that shit was a legendary summer forever. I'll never forget that summer. It was the best. I need
Shout
to
out.
see a biopic.
Mhm.
Lonnie Johnson, when he created the Super Soaker, because that changed, I'm pretty sure it changed everybody's childhood. It definitely changed my childhood. And it was
Mm-hmm.
just the best time ever growing up with the Super Soaker. I don't even know if these kids even play with Super Soakers nowadays, but that shit was just with the pump action pause. Oh my God. And
Nah.
there was this one joint that had the pressure gauge on the joint. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you could catch some niggas sniping from like 100 yards away. Niggas
Yeah.
trying to run this shit, yo. That shit was ill, son. I remember one summer, me and all my cousins, we went to Cunningham Park, and I had that joint. My cousin was trying to run away, pumped it all the way up, paused to the extreme, caught them from a distance, like, up, you at
Fast.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Hollywood needs to make this movie and stop playing. You know what I'm saying? We give
Facts.
you top tier ideas. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
come
That.
through and give us that, you know what I'm saying? That credit and some bread for giving y'all some ideas. Cause I need to see a movie about this man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Shout out to Sophia in the building. Steve 740 in the building. Shout out to you in the building. I would love to see that movie. That would be dope. That take me back to my childhood. That takes me back to Action Park when we was kids. When they, do the school trips there. With the Action Park was basically like a water theme type of
Yeah, I
park.
remember Action Park.
Yeah, you
Hell
go.
yeah.
You got your super.
Split Splash.
Yeah, you getting off the bus, off the yellow bus with your super soaker on your back, like yo, y'all better start running right now. Like it's going up. So and don't talk about don't wet me today.
I
Nah,
want oh, you the first one to get wet. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Pause.
none of that. Like so, and Action Park was so lit because everything was water, and so it was up and it stuck. You know what I'm saying? Food, water, and rides. Like what more can you want? You know what I'm saying?
Best childhood ever, son.
So shout out to again. You say his name is Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie Johnson.
So he might be my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Because he might. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be like a cousin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Is he a brother?
Like, huh?
Is he a?
Hell yeah.
Oh, so he might be a cousin. So you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Might need to holler at bro. You know what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like we get that over the button snaps. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. You know what I mean?
Well, facts.
Uh,
For Ronan Jack, I don't know who would play Lonnie Johnson. I'm gonna leave that up to Hollywood, but I just need that biopic of when he created Super Soaker. What thought process he was going through, what made him even come up with that joint, you know what I'm saying? Because when Super Soaker came out, that shit just hit different, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You feel me? Because before that, we had the little 99-cent water gun jumps. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Them shits ain't do nothing when you bought it at the corner store. But when them Super Soakers dropped, kid, that shit was different, son. Toys R Us was getting ran through. Pause.
And I know this might sound bad, but like in the hood, right? So when you got when you got the 3-pack joint, you know what I'm saying? Because you remember you had the 3-pack joint, right? So if you lose one of the filters, right? Your mother wasn't going back to buy another one for like $50, $60, right? So what we started doing, we got the like the 2 liter soda bottles, and we put the water in there because it had like
The
the
same joint, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. We threw it on the pack, and it got it shaky out.
That's what I'm saying. So that shit just changed lives, kid. Yo, being outside growing up in the 90s was just it was just an epic time, son. And Super
Yeah,
Soaker was just one of those pinnacle moments that just encapsulated being outside. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
That shit was just too fun. When spring and summer hit, you know them soakers was coming out, son.
I'm gonna give you a great day. Spring, summer, New York City, super soakers, 25-cent ices,
Mm.
music blaring, and everybody outside. You know what I'm saying?
And don't forget the ice cream man coming down the block, kid.
Hold on. Because this is pivotal in New York City. Mr. Softy or the good humor.
Gotta go with Mr. Softy, son.
I feel you, but
Gotta
I
go with Mr. Softy.
I'm rocking with good humor. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with good humor because he used to have a little some extra on the good humor joint. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Softy had the top tier ice creams though. You know what I'm saying?
Top tiers, huh?
Upper echelon type of joint. But the good humor joint, he would have like some like butterscotch cookies on it on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
When they came out that summer when them niggas dipped the whole ice cream cone in the red coating.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, that summer was, bro, son. That shit was worth my $1.50. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody looking real humble, all at the truck, like yo, go ahead, my nigga. I know what I'm gonna get. Just
Yeah,
looking.
I know he got my order. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna front. Mr. Softy, he used to have these ice creams that was clutch, bro. Do you remember the World Wrestling Federation ice creams?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Them joints was heaven sent, bro. Like it had like a soft cookie dough with the cream joint pause and the ice cream. Like yo, and little cookie crumbs, yo.
It just that time it just had a certain sense in the air. Like it just you just felt different when you was growing up in the you know what I'm saying? It just smelled
Back.
different, you know what I'm saying? The air was just had this certain type of smell. And then when you hit Mr. Softy down the Blizzard, oh man, running
Head,
that guy down, kid.
heads is turning.
Like, yo,
That's
bro, how you pass my crib? Don't even wait for me to come out, son.
yo. You when you and 9 times out of 10, if you didn't have no money on you and you heard that music, you had to jet to your crib to grab $1.50. You know what I'm saying? To get them joints.
Facts.
The Flintstone push pops, the Spider-Man pops. Those are all delicious, bro. Pause. Oh,
Oh,
that's
speaking of good humor, I forgot. They used to have the little fun dip. Pause. Remember
yeah,
they
bro.
used to have the fun dip joint. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Humor had a space in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, when we used to get out of school, this like what, fourth, fifth, sixth, yeah, all the way to eighth grade, Buddy was like right there
Yeah, yeah.
coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the
Like
push pop, the Flintstone push pops, yeah, was in good humor. The fun dip. What else was in good humor? Son? It was like a lot of candy in that joint too. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Like I ain't
Like
gonna hold
upper echelon candy that you can't find at the corner store. You know
that
what I'm
on
saying?
the store, right? Like Mr. Softy is better, right? You feel me?
But I see what you're saying because it was just only ice cream though. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right. You know what I'm saying? So, but the good humor had its place in the hood where it's like, yo, you got this guy, yo. So that was some good times right there. That was some good times right there. The only thing that could top that off, pause, is later on that night you got your Domino's pizza, a couple of blockbusters, and you.
And I'm a bring it up just and some Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Some Mortal
God,
Kombat joint. Oh no, not even Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Sonic the Hedgehog shit.
You know what I got? You know what I got right now? I got a Sega system right now, right? And you know what game I have right now?
Well, Sonic and Tails.
Now, Michael Jackson Moonwalk. Having a good
Yo,
having a good time, bro. What?
good time, simple time. You know what I'm saying? It was just, oh, it was just different, son.
Anytime I travel now, especially if I'm doing anything, anytime I'm traveling, I take my Sega Genesis now because the Sega Genesis now they don't, it's not like old school where they was like kind of like sizey or whatever. Now they come basically in the size of almost like the palm of our hands, and it's so easy to travel with them things. And I have Streets of Rage, I have Tecmo Super Bowl, I have Michael Jackson Moonwalk, and I have Sonic.
Mm.
I go crazy, and I got Ultra Beast.
Oh shit! Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So with those 5 games right there, I almost pulled the Broadman fifth flow. Those 5 games right there. Anytime I travel, I have my Sega Genesis with me. A great time, yo.
That's a
So
fact. That took me back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Reminiscing shit.
yeah, fact. Shout out to Lonnie Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna have to incorporate all that into the movie because that was around the same time.
Facts. They gotta do. They gotta do that. If y'all love doing period pieces, fine. Do a period piece. Incorporate the Super Soaker, and you know what I'm saying that shit was like it was unheard of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it was in the movie Blank Check. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts. And please make it a real period piece. Don't do it like BMF because my one misnomer when I watch BM 50 Cent's BMF stories is that they use today's lingo back in the 80s and 90s. Like,
They
it's
don't,
like,
they don't got the budget to like, you know what I'm saying, get real writers. Like you gotta for this one, you gotta do a period piece because the late 80s, early 90s was just a different time. You gotta showcase that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Gotta showcase kids outside, running around in the park on their block, playing manhunt, you know what I'm saying, with the super soakers, because that's how I grew up. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And you got to say words that match that time period. Like, you know what we used to say? Well, my brother used to say, and I used to hear him and say it too. The word fat. Like, yo, that's fat. Like, I remember
Yeah.
we say that like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you gotta use the lingo, the clothes, everything for that Super Soaker movie. Cause that movie, that would be popping. That would be popping. They would get my $20. They would
Yeah.
get $20. I would definitely tap into that.
Yeah, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? We just giving y'all too much right now.
You know what I'm saying? Cut that check. You know what I'm
Cut
saying?
that check, kid.
Make sure y'all tap into patreon.com/ Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast. Again, that's patreon.com/ Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast. Tap into the merchandise and show us that love. You know what I'm saying? Again, make sure you got hit that like button. Moving on to our next segment, our must see segment. Must see movies, must hear music, and must see shows. You want to start it off?
Chat, you already know how I do. I always got a theme for y'all. I'm gonna keep that shit going. So this theme right now, is called Top Serial Killer Movies. Now, there was a bunch of these movies, so I picked my top ones out of this one. So to start off this list, you gotta go see this movie called Fallen.
Mm,
Came out in 1998. Stars Denzel Washington, John Goodman, Donald Sutherland, Embeth Davids, James Gandolfini, Elias Kotaz, Gabriel Casillas, and Michael J. Pagan. About a serial killer. Movie starts off. They catch the serial killer. He's going to do death by electrocution. Then Denzel characters watches the guy dies, but as he's about to die, he says a phrase, and then you gotta watch the rest of the movie to see how it goes. Different. I love this movie because it showcases a different aspect of what quote unquote serial killers are. So definitely go see Fallen. It's a fire movie. Next on this list is Kiss the Girls. Came
mm-hmm.
out in 1997.
Dope movie.
Fire movie,
Mm-hmm.
fire movie. definitely keep you guessing all the way into the end. Stars Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd, Tony Goldwyn, Carrie Elwes, Bill Nunn, Alex MacArthur, Brian Cox, pause, Tatiana Ali, and Richard T. Jones. Fire movie, very suspenseful, about a character who gets kidnapped and then drugged and then wakes up in some dungeon type joint and she escapes, and you gotta watch how the rest of the movie portrays. You know what I'm saying? Fire movie. Definitely would love it. Oh shit. All my movies is in the 90s and shit. 90s was rocking with serial killers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So next one on this list is Summer of Sam.
fire.
Came out in 1999. Stars Spike Lee, John Leguizamo, Adrian Brody, Mira Sorvino, Jennifer Esposito, Michael Imperioli, and Ben Gazzara. About timepiece, a period piece in the 1970s during the, uh, it was like during the summer where I forget the serial killer that was going around
Summer.
shooting random people and shit, but they called it the Summer of Sam, and he was out here like murdering cats. So this one is more so about the people of New York dealing with that aftermath, still having to deal with their daily lives and all that other shit, and then wondering if maybe if they go out that night, they may not come home type shit. So it was
Yeah,
definitely a big frenzy during the 70s, and this movie captures that essence of what was going on in the 70s during that summer. So my top serial killer movies are Fallen, Kiss the Girls, and Summer of Sam. Definitely check those out. Um, he said, "Wow, the serial killer's white." I make this. There's another movie with a serial killer and he was black called what was it? Switch Black, I think it was. Switchblade. No, I think it's Switchback or something.
switchback.
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, some black serial killers, even in real life too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
switchback is
just
pop. Switchback is
it's
pop.
just a majority of y'all, of them
Yeah,
be white, you know what I'm saying? But it do be some black ones too, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Danny Glover
yeah,
did
Danny
it.
Glover was in that one. The Ritual is a fire one. That one's more so like supernatural. I'm never going into forest. I'm sorry. I'm not doing no camping, Joan. Never. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it was like deep, deep in the forest. Chill. I'm not
and
doing it. I'm catch me at the beach. That's where you catch me at. You know what I'm saying?
and to go back to the Summer of Sam, when that movie came out, I remember my dad saying like that was a real thing where people was legit scared to go outside. Like it was like, yo, I gotta run to the store and be like, yeah, you may want
Nah.
like like yeah, that happening tonight, Papo. Like, like he said that was a real thing when people was afraid to go out partying, all types of stuff. Like even if you had a group of y'all, it was still like, yeah, nah,
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna barbecue in the
yeah,
backyard.
chill in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep it, to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Washington Sniper surprised us all. Yes, yes. I didn't realize he was gonna be Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So the two men. Well, it was one particular guy. We know it was two because it was the older man and the young kid. At first, the young kid was going along for the ride, and then he got active towards the end. So yeah, that was shocking in itself. Okay, so my must see three movies that y'all must tap into. My first one came out in 1995, and it was directed by Greg Beeman. It's called Bushwhack. Bush
Mm.
Bushwhack stars Daniel Stern, Blake Bushoff, Brad Sullivan, and John Polito. John Polito is one of the best villains out. He played the villain in Blake Man, if I'm not mistaken, when he played I forget the name that he Manelli. He played the mobster named Manelli in Blake Man. That's also John Polito. Dope fire movie with a guy who he's just a regular dude. He gets an opportunity to drop off this package at this house. He witnesses a murder. He try to get the out of Dodge, and he finds his way on getting with this troop of kids, Cub Scouts, and he's directing them through the forest, really trying to get away from the people that's trying to murder him. and you gotta see the rest of
Yeah, fucking funny movies,
the
right?
movie. It's so hilarious. Like you have a good time. That is a funny movie. Again, 1995. Super Soakers, Ices, Domino's Pizza, and Bushwhack is one of the movies that's at the crib from
Make,
Block.
make that a blockbuster night, you're
It's a must see. Make sure y'all tap into Bushwhack. My second movie is called Surviving the Game. Came out in 1994, directed by Ernest Dickerson. Stars Ice T, Gary Busey, Charles S. Dutton, F. Murray Abram. Y'all know him. He's in a lot of films. F. Murray Abram. John C. McGinley, also a very versatile actor, dope actor. He's been in a lot of movies as well. This is a must see film where you got this homeless man that's just trying to make it day to day,
oh
and
yeah.
somebody try to be a good Samaritan, give him some clothes, and be like, "Yo, man, see you down on your luck. I know a way that you can make some good money real quick, get you cleaned up, get you back on your feet." And he took the man up on his offer, and you gotta see the rest of the movie. It is
You're
crazy.
gonna be prepared for that one.
Yeah, it has a different type of twist, and it's not 8 millimeter rolling Jack, but it has
Nah.
a type of twist that'll mess you up. So make sure y'all tap into uh, surviving the game. My last movie came out in 1992, directed by Robert Zemeckis. The movie is called Death Become Her. Uh,
Mm.
Robert Zemeckis has done movies like Forrest Gump, dope movie. This stars Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, and one of my favorite actors of all time, Bruce Willis. It's a funny movie, comedy as well. It's about finding the fountain of youth, and the two women abuses it like no other, but they abuse it because they're trying to have the love of Bruce Willis' character, which happened to be both their love interests, and they trying to one up on each other. So they go to this, fountain of youth place where they, went in looking old and they came back looking like 20 years later, and it had effects to it. And you gotta see the rest of the movie. It is hilarious. Top level, top tier script, funny acting, all in one. So make sure again y'all tap into Death Becomes Her, Surviving the Game, and Bushwhack. Uh Ashley, don't look at the you're funny. Uh Yo, the chat is funny. Good movie. Yes, these are dope movies. My brother said some dope movies. So make sure y'all tap into those movies. I must three hear works of art of music. So my first album that y'all must hear is the A. Marie. We just talked about the A. Marie album. The A. Marie All I Have album that came out in 2002. Uh Dope fire R&B album from front to back. A. Marie got slaps on this album. So make sure y'all tap into A. Marie All I Have album. Number two, tap into Eric Bellinger Cuffing Season. Came out in 2015. Also R&B fire album. Make sure y'all tap into Eric Bellinger Cuffing Season. My last album that's a must tap into is Bodega Bam's Poppy album that came out in 2018 is a must hear. Got slaps all through that album, so make sure y'all tap into Bodega Bam's Poppy album from 2018. Again, Eric Bellinger Cuffing Season and A. Marie All I Have album. So make sure y'all tap into those. All right.
Yo,
Uh
Grown Jack asked an ill question. What's your top favorite Quentin Tarantino movies?
Off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with Django. I'm going with Dusk Till Dawn, the first one, and mm, and Reservoir Dogs.
Mm, okay. So my top three, my not top three, my favorite are Pulp Fiction, Desperados, and Kill Bill Volume 1.
Okay, okay.
So
I
throw
like
that there for Rowan Jack. You know what I'm saying?
I like those. I like those. Yeah, yeah. I like those. Dope. What's yours, Ron Jack? Tell us what's yours, real quick. Type that in real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tarantino got some. He got some. He got some Jones. You know what I'm saying? He got some Jones to be proud about.
Yeah, he got a whole slew of body of works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Django is probably my favorite out of all of the movies. Because it had a twist to it that I wasn't expecting. That I enjoyed just the acting of uh Jamie Foxx, uh Samuel Jackson, um uh the dude that played Candy, man. And he's dating what you call him right now too. What's bro name? That played Candy from Candyland. Um you know what I'm talking about.
I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about though.
He's dating Amon Shumpwood's wife now.
Mm.
Uh
And everybody old business.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh,
She,
okay.
yeah.
But my favorites would be, of course, Django, Reservoir Dogs, my favorite, and Dusk Till Dawn would be my favorites. My
Yeah.
top, but those would be my favorites and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's still dawn again. It had a different twist that I wasn't expecting, you
Yeah,
know?
the end was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
see, now,
dropping little, you know what I'm saying? Little jewels in there.
yeah, yeah, facts. Facts. And CSI my Hayek for the
Ooh,
first
yeah,
time.
for the first time, I was like, who is this little
Woo!
delectable
And she,
little, you know what I'm saying? Tilapia joint. Like, she looking real caliente, you know what I'm saying?
and she's still thick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stay away from me, Salma. Like, cause I would moving on. Uh you got a classic show for us?
Yeah, definitely got a classic show. They slimed this show because it was just too lit. Only gave it 2 seasons. You could catch it now on Stars. It came out 2012. Again, it only had 2 seasons, and it's called Magic City. Fire, fire, fire series. Stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Jessica Maris, Elena Satin, Danny Houston, Olga Kurlenko, Christine Cook, Steven Strait, Dominic Garcia Lordi, Taylor Blackwell, Kaylee Lynch, Michael Rispoli, and Willa Ford. It's about a family in the 1950s running the Fountain Blue Hotel in Miami. Fire, fire, Joan. And it's just right around the time where Fidel Castro is taking over Cuba. And if you know, Miami and Key West is only like 90 miles away.
Right
So
there.
it was a big issue. So, you got CIA, you got DEA all over the
All
place.
over the place, know what I mean?
And they use this hotel as they base of operations to, you know what I'm saying, monitor what's going on in Cuba. And you gotta see the series. It's a dope series. Gave it only 2 seasons for a reason, but it's just fire. Wish it had a little bit more. Could have drawn out the characters a lot more, but you know what I'm saying? We only got 2 seasons. So definitely check it out. It's on Stars. It's called Magic City.
Fire, fire. My must see show is very old, but it's a classic show and it must is due some respect. And we haven't spoke on it yet. That's a must see. And the content and what they talk about still holds to today, but of course it's old. So, but it's still funny. One of the funniest shows that ever came on. Good Times.
Mm.
Has came out in 1979. Stars Jimmy Walker, John Amos, Esther Roll, Bernadine Santos, Jeanette Dubois, and Ralph Carter. Y'all know Jeanette Dubois for playing the grandmother on the Wayne's Brothers. She's in a whole bunch of stuff. All these people are legends. Obviously, y'all know John Amos from playing the father of Coming to America. Esther Roll. I mean, That's the rollers, that's the roll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Legend. You know what I'm saying? Same with Jimmy Walker. So dope comedy about a family that's in the projects in Chicago, in the Cabrini Greens. And I don't know how you find comedy in that, but they damn sure had some bad times, but they had some good times. But it's a dope show. Some of the show would get you upset because they didn't have to be in the Jays, because there was a plenty of opportunities they could have got up out of the Jays, but the mother, played on everybody's, consciousness. And I remember one time James came home and he found, I think it was like $13,000 or $14,000. And she was like, "Yeah, to get right with God, you got to get the money back." James was sitting there like, "Yeah, I'm good with God."
I'm good with God. You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
Like, I don't know what you talking about, but he wanted us to have this money. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Like,
That's why I found it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
found it. You know what I mean? So, like, we good. Like, nah, we got to put it up. So, it was just stuff like that that used to get me hot. You know what I'm saying? And then Brenda ended up marrying like a football player that was in the NFL. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they had so many chances to get up out the Jays, and like the mom Dukes, her consciousness, like, sit down, like. But dope, funny show. Make sure y'all tap into Good Times. They had some real moments on that show too, so make sure y'all tap into that. You got cologne for us?
Definitely got some smell goods for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You look good, you feel good, dress good, you need to smell good. So you need a bottle of Grooming Lounge. The scent is called One Cool Customer. Can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? You want to enjoy the scent. Your lady gonna enjoy the scent, most definitely. So you definitely gotta get you a bottle of Grooming Lounge, One Cool Customer. Never gonna steer you wrong, you heard?
Facts. That's a good scent. All right, so it's time to wrap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snap Streaming, where you get classic movies, shows, documentaries, and original content for only $4.99. All right, so let's start this off, bro. I had no clue. I'm a big fan of Beyonce. Love her music. Um, but I don't think I'm the fan that's going to spend $3,500 to go see her perform. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them tickets get crazy, right? So I didn't know that they have a Beyonce church where
I ain't know about that neither.
where her fans go to a church and all they listen to is Beyonce music in the service. I kid you not, bro. I kid.
That's wild.
And this is like an exclusive thing, and it's free. So it's you go up in there, and then of course you tithe and offerings or whatever.
You got,
You
I'm
gotta
saying,
tithe,
got to
man.
drop that bread.
Gotta drop that bread. But this is all predicated and dedicated to Beyonce. I've never heard of this. I've seen it. People was in there crowd surfing all the Beyonce. Crazy. I'm a fan of Beyonce, but I'm not going to a Beyonce church, and I'm not dropping that type of bag to see, even though she's one of the best performers ever to do it. But damn, a church? That's crazy. What you think about that?
First of all, you said the tickets is 3,500
Yes, yes. Some of her what the tickets for the church is not 3,500. I mean her shows.
for her show. Yeah,
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Easy, easy. For one ticket, easy.
nah. So does that include the hotel, the
Nah,
flight?
no. That's just the ticket. That's just for the
Nah,
price of admission.
nah. I'm sorry. You're a phenomenal singer. You were like one of the best performers we've got. I'm never dropping 3,500 for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 3,500. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not dropping 3,500 on anybody to see
Like,
perform.
nah. And then you got these women out here like who don't even got 3,500, but somehow, some way, they gonna come up with 3,500 to go see Beyonce.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I could see myself doing a stack if I'm sitting close. I could see doing close to a stack if I'm sitting close. If I got front row seats, you know what I'm saying? If I could feel the sweat when she do that gyration, I could feel the sweat like hit my like, oh, that's Beyonce sweat. You know what I'm saying? That's a stack. I would do, but 35 is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I'm
no, that if that's like right there, and then you getting some perks with it, then
mhm,
maybe, but it's still 3,500 on. I'm not getting that money back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
back.
I'm paying for the experience, but the experience ain't helping me to get the 3,500 back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And then you got to remember, right? She's not out there dolly, so she's gonna have some, more than likely Jay gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna pop out that people also gonna want to see, and then she has a show. 3,500 to me, that's 3,500. I'm not saying I'm scared of anything. I'm just saying that's 3,500. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like what they said in the game. I ain't saying I'm scared of Pookie or nothing, but that's Pookie Richmond.
You know what I'm saying? It's Pookie from Richmond. All I'm saying, that's just crazy. Again, on her part, that's great for her. You know what I'm saying? But ain't
That
you a billionaire already? Like, you know what I'm saying?
but you know what's crazy? That's not even the most expensive ticket, bro.
I
That's not
don't even want to know what the floor seats is asking for. Because if it's 3,500, that don't mean that you close to the stage type shit. You know what I'm saying?
correct. 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 Because you got to remember this, right? Because this is how tickets go. Like when you go to a football game, basketball game, them front row seats is anywhere. The floor seats is anywhere starting at $2,000. So we're talking about $2,000 to and up for a floor seat at a basketball game. Football game, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. So you know,
That's
it
a round trip ticket to a nice tropical location. You know what I'm saying? Like where you could enjoy the 3,500, where you get the experience of your whole 3,500. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But a Beyonce ticket, I don't give a damn if it is Beyonce. I'm
yeah.
not I'm not getting no experience back when I could just listen to your music on motherfucking on iTunes.
Or you could go to the movies for $25 because they do the after her tour, they drop the whole tour like show in the movie theaters.
I paid the 25 or you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
we'll do that. Get some popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Get
thirty
some
five
good
hundred.
beverage and you'll get right.
They said 35.
Bailey was goody.
They said 3,500 for Nina Simone. Hey, what's up, Bailey? How you doing? Yeah, I love Nina Simone's vocals, but I'm not paying 3,500 for Nina Simone either. I'm not paying 30. I'm not paying 30. Like, there's only one other person that I want to see in person more than Beyonce performance wise, and that person is no longer alive. Meaning Michael Jackson. As great as Michael Jackson was, I'm not even paying 35 to see Mike. I'm not.
3,500 is 3,500 at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of money, dog. It's a
And
lot
you
of money.
still gotta pay your rent, you still gotta eat, you still gotta live, you still gotta get fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I've done 1,000. I've done that for certain football games, basketball games. Um, I've done that, but 35, woo, that's steep, Papo. That's
Can't do
steep,
it. I'm sorry, can't do it. I'm broke,
Papo.
baby. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's steep, Papo. You know what I mean? So, would it? All right. So, question: is there anything worth 3,500 to see in person?
A person to see for 3,500?
No, no, no. I said anything to see 3,500 that will cost 3,500 in person. Anything in entertainment,
Oh, in entertainment. Nah. For
sports,
me personally.
sports.
Because I need the experience. I need the 3,500 to be worth it. So that's why I say I'll put 3,500 towards a trip to go to like fucking to travel around Europe or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Roll,
To
Rowan
different
Jack stupid. He said 3,500 for 8 millimeter. Yo,
Yeah, I
wow.
thought that was a good one, son. I'll put 3,500 on, you know what I'm saying? A trip to go around Europe to go see to see shit, to experience shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because I go to a game for 2 hours.
and it's
Yeah, I
over.
experienced it, but it's over. Like,
Over.
and I'm out 3,500. You know what I'm saying? So a week, and and that's and that would be a crazy deal for a week in Europe for 3,500,
Mm-hmm.
all inclusive with food. It'll never be that, but you know what I'm saying? That if it could be that, then that's what I'll
Yeah,
pay 3,500 for. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Especially if you get to go to a game overseas too, because you know the NFL and the NBA they starting to venture off and do games in different countries and stuff like that. So you get to go overseas and go to a game just for that total experience. Like yo, I was overseas, I was in other country, boom, bap,
All right,
hotel,
for that,
like,
yeah, I'll pay
you know,
3,500 to catch a game in
catch
London. You
game,
know what I'm saying?
all, I'm saying all inclusive joint. So yeah, that
Yeah,
would
that'll
be
be dope to catch an NFL game overseas. That'll
experience.
be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'll be fine.
the full experience. Yeah. All right. So, moving on. It's getting crazy. So in Canada, the Costco prices for a pack of drumsticks is $202 for a pack of drumsticks.
They don't
Like
got chicken. They don't got chickens in Canada.
apparently not. For a pack of like 12 or 16 drumsticks, they ranging at $202.
Nah, that's crazy, son. That's how much all your groceries for the month. If you budget right, all for the whole month supposed to be.
Nah, they talking about just for that pack right there, cat.
Now you gonna put that pack back. You know what I'm saying? Grab some sardines or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't eat chicken tonight. You know what I'm saying? No pollo. You know what I'm saying? That's
better
over
get
with.
better get you some catnip. You know what
Yeah, like yo, get you some alley cat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying? Chill. Don't, bro. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. We had this conversation the other day about that terminology. Don't start. Start. Yeah,
Listen, man. Listen,
alley
$200 for some
cat.
drumsticks. You got me fucked up. That's not even with the breasts and the thighs. That's just straight drumsticks.
Drumsticks. It's drumsticks.
Even if it was mixed with drumsticks and thighs and breasts, nah, I'm not paying $200, son.
Yo, in the chat, they said that's why you don't see any black Canadians.
Listen, son. Listen, I'm not dropping $200, son. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's going on with the poultry industry? I'm pretty sure they got some chicken farms up there. Where the chicken coops at? You know what I'm saying?
A,
What
a
they feed them niggas? Grade A grain or some shit? Like the charge nigga $200? Who's paying $200?
just for the pack though, like that's crazy. Just to see, like to have that type of confidence, right? To just have it, like when you go grocery shopping and you see the pack of this, a pack of that, and you walk in with your cart and you like, oh, they meant $20. Like, yo, you gotta fix that. Nah, it's 202, bro.
I'm like, yo, put that back. Son. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put that back for me, you kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And if that's $202, I can't imagine what soda, juice, bread, whatever that what that other stuff is costing out there. I can't even imagine that. If chicken alone of drumsticks out of all things is $202 just for a pack, like that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, moving on. Uh, they're putting a program together where illegal immigrants will receive no mortgage payments until the sale of their house. So there's going to be interest free loans with no monthly payments. What do you think about that?
Uh, I mean, that shit is crazy because I mean that shit is wild, son. Um, they're really trying to get these people in as a new voting class to get them to vote for their agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Since a lot of quote unquote Americans don't want to do roofing jobs, construction jobs, they don't want to do plumbing jobs no more, electrical jobs, and all this other stuff. They need people to do those jobs. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that you giving the money you're supposed to give other people that's already been here that bread. Yeah, I don't know, son. That's just It's just in the uproar. I don't understand. I just don't get how they're able to pull all this shit off, son. Is any of this shit legal? Like, is it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you make up the rules, then it's going to be legal. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's something that you just said. I don't think that the people here don't want to do these jobs anymore. You don't see these jobs up anymore. You don't
That's
see
a good point.
jobs. You don't see plumbing jobs. You don't see none of these jobs that supposedly none of the people that live here, us as Americans, that we don't want to do. People here want to pay their bills and don't want to kill themselves while doing it. People here want to work their 8-hour shift, go home, enjoy a meal, enjoy spending time with their family, get some sort of vacation throughout the year, have some time off, but still work full time. You can do all of that. That's what a full time job, a full time position is supposed to imply. You do your 9 to 5. You work your hours, then you go home, you enjoy your weekend. Notice I said weekend, not weekday. You don't work on a Saturday. You get the weekends off, dog. And at some point in the summertime, you get some time with your family off. You get work pay. I mean, you get summertime, not summertime. You get vacation pay. You get time, a little time off throughout the year, and you work your 9 to 5. That's what people want. And
So my thing is like, how you cutting off? You cutting salaries of other jobs to save money, but then you turn around and give the money to these niggas.
mm-hmm,
How does that even make sense?
mm-hmm.
How you supposed to keep the loyalty of the people of the city if you constantly cutting jobs for teachers, police, firemen? You know what I'm saying? You don't have construction. You got construction going on, but you don't got construction work for construction workers. Like,
How that
you know
makes
what I'm saying? How does that make sense?
sense?
That's why it take 13 years to build a bridge in New York. It take forever because y'all never have the money right. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got money to give to people that's just now coming into the city, but niggas that been here for years, you don't got no money for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got ordered the city and like see where the bread is going. You know what I'm saying?
What they did that with NYCHA of New York City, and about over 100 people went to jail some weeks back. We mentioned it on the show before, but um, like these programs and these jobs, there's plenty of people here that want those jobs. There are plenty of people here that's struggling that could use those jobs and could benefit them and their families immediately. So for them to say that they don't want these jobs is a cop out. People want to pay their bills. People is checking their ego at the door when it comes to paying those bills. Simple as that.
How much they gonna charge these new cats coming in for rent?
Oh, so that's just for mortgages, right? So in Maine, in the state of Maine, what they're doing, they started a program where they give free rent apartments to migrants for 2 years. So if you're a migrant and you go to Maine, you're going to get an apartment free rent for 2 years.
If you don't got no people in Maine, just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, the,
Just say that. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't know, son. That shit right there, none of this shit is making any kind of sense.
and believe it or not, Maine is kind of expensive. Maine is probably one of the most expensive states to live in. It's either Maine or Vermont. It's either one of those two. It's very expensive to live there.
Yeah, send the migrants up there because I ain't going to Maine or Vermont. You know what I'm saying? You could keep the 2 years rent free because I ain't going to Vermont because 6 months out the year is cold as shit. You know what I'm saying?
But why is these programs only for these people when you have people here that is already paying rent? So instead of increasing rent, because every year we have to pay a rent increase, why are we continue to paying rent increases if you got people that's coming and getting free rent for 2 years? They getting free mortgage with zero interest until they sell their house. You know how that works. So
Who, migrants or?
yeah, so
How the fuck a migrant even get to own a crib if you ain't even go through the citizenship aspect?
but that's what I'm saying. So the main they doing the apartments, right? Everywhere else they working on a worldwide program where migrants could get a no mortgage payment until they sell their home with no interest. So you're saying that these people is because most people when they buy a home, they're there for a long time. They're there for 20, 30 years. So if they sell their house in 30 years, they don't have to pay the mortgage until they sell their house. And they don't pay interest on top of that. So whatever the house cost is, that's what they pay when they sell it.
Nah, son. All this shit can't. None of this shit can't be right. Where's all these up and coming lawyers? Y'all gotta like do something. Where's the litigators? Like none of this shit. None of this shit can make no sense. I don't know who's supposed to like. What group is supposed to like check any of this shit? Cause ain't no way, son. Ain't no way. You said that New York is the one with the no mortgage, or that's they gonna do that all
They
throughout
they
all the states.
they're working on that worldwide. They're working on that worldwide.
So what about the people that's struggling to pay their mortgage now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What
Like
type of
what y'all gonna tell them?
right?
Oh,
Right.
nah, you can't get this program because you already in your mortgage, so you just
You
you
gotta
got
eat.
finish paying. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like nope. See, all the people we're not mad that these migrants is getting that, but we're mad that they getting that because we not getting no love. It'll be different if we got some love. It'll be different if there was no increase in our mortgage, rent, lease, right? It would be better if every year instead of when you first move in, every year you get a month free on your rent or on your lease or on your mortgage. You get 1 month free. You know what I'm saying? Something, some sort of relief.
This
But
showcase why I don't believe rent really exists. Because how can you tell me that there's a rent increase because of these constituencies and these reasons, but then all of a sudden you could give somebody an apartment for 2 years with no rent. So how you gonna make money if you don't?
correct,
If you know what I'm saying?
correct.
If you own the building, how you gonna make money if you giving an apartment to somebody that's not paying rent for 2 years? Where the money coming from?
Right, facts. Facts. So, and I'm pretty sure they have their own program that they probably receiving money because of the migrants. So it's man, it's man, this is so whack, man. Like at the end of the day, you know, our country do not look out for us, bro. And I say that because of what's going on. There's no relief anywhere. There's no relief in taxes. There's no relief in gas. There's no relief in food. There's no release in there's no relief in the rent that we pay, mortgage that we pay, the lease. There's no relief in anything. And what they would do is that they would gouge the prices so crazy for a period of time, and then what they would do, they would bring it down some. Be like, see, come on, like we got y'all, and this bring down some will be the new norm, but still to bring down some is still high as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We seen that with gas. Like I remember it was a time where it was like like paying $1.25 was like a lot. And then when they raised it all the way up to like $4, no, like $3, then it's like damn, like $3 and change for a gallon. And then when they brought it back down to just like 285, that's still high as shit, but it's 285, it's not 361. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
Like that.
always play that game, son. Right when we was going to Morrisville, before we going to Morrisville, I had my little Civic. I remember gas was like $1.18. I'm saying you gave a nigga $5 and we was good. You know what I'm
Straight.
saying?
Hmm.
We was straight. Then the war in Afghanistan came when the summer when we came back from Morrisville after the Malice in the Palace jump, right?
Hmm.
That summer when that war happened, nigga, gas almost went up to like $5, son.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember because I was broke as a joke. I ain't have a job. I was chilling all summer. And then when gas went up, nigga had to park his whip up. Like, oh, I don't got $5 per gallon to you know what I'm saying, to make no kind of errands.
Mm-hmm.
And then it dropped down, like you just mentioned. I remember it dropped down to like 2 something. And it never went down to $1 ever again. Nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That was 20-some years ago, son.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine before that, because before even going to college, niggas was on the bus. So why would I pay attention what the gas prices is if I don't need to get gas? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure as we was growing up, gas was wild cheap back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But even though gas was cheap, our pay wasn't substantial. So
Mm-hmm.
niggas was still struggling to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, fast forward to today, everything is up. How the fuck I'm gonna pay $2,400 a month in rent, pay a car note, pay insurance, pay gas, get food, now pay my incidentals, internet, you know what I'm saying? All
Mm-hmm.
these
City.
called Netflix, everybody raising their price up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, son. I
Mm-hmm.
just got an email the other day that they raising my insurance for my phone from $17 to $19. I was like, nah, I don't need insurance no more. I'm good. You know
Even
what I'm saying?
even going to get a haircut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I paid $40 for a haircut, and you're not cutting much, bro. Like I got braids. You know what I'm saying? You getting my sides, my my stash, my beard.
Yo, Bro Jack said, I better start making feet pics. Even my hairdresser just hit me up like, yo, I'm about to raise the price up and shit soon. But I was like, yo, I already booked my appointment, so that don't count with my booking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you sent that email after I booked my joint. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
still giving you my regular price. And then when I see you next time, then hit me with the 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I ain't paying the rent increase. I ain't
I
paying
ain't
the
paying that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it all always stems back down to us. Like we the ones, oh, we got to raise this price or raise that price up. All right, cool. So if you have raised the gas prices up for at least a good year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's all that surplus of money going? You know what I'm saying? You just got a surplus of extra bread just on gas alone. So where's that bread?
You asked a sensible question.
Like, where's the money? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
Because it's not like you making new progress and new ways to get gas. It's the same motherfucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So where's that surplus of money? I can understand you raise the prices up, get the surplus of money to then bring the prices down. Like, all right, we hit the marker down. They appreciate y'all for like making us hit this marker. So because of that, we can raise the price down. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
In Cali right now, gas is like $6 a gallon.
Mm-hmm. No.
It's not. It's up more. It's up now.
It's like 8.23 a gallon.
Yo, and you
Eight.
wonder why robberies is going up. They got to rob you just so they can get gas. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
That concept is so nasty, bro.
it's nasty work, son.
Like,
It's
bro,
nasty business,
I still
son.
hit you. I don't even want to do it to you, bro.
Well,
Pause. But
I got gas in my whip, so
I
you know
got,
what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying? I gotta get to point A to point B. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you gotta
wow.
give it up, son.
It's like 8.23. Cause the last time I was out there was 2 years ago. No, last year. I was out there last year, and it was 7.87. And then I seen another place around like 8.14, but
Nah,
it was high sevens, like playing with that 8 pause.
I can understand. Okay, you raise the price up on gas, got an extra surplus of money, and then turn around and be like, "Yo, everybody, all right, we raise." You know what I'm saying? We because we raised the price up, we're gonna lower your rent or something,
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
or lower the price on something else to balance how much you paying on gas just to get to work, just to run errands, just to pick your kids up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, and I'm not getting no electric car. So you're not pushing me to go get no electric car because that's goofy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
You know what would be crazy? Because we're talented enough to think of stuff like this. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened in the future. Somebody's going to hear this idea and be like, "Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna come for your ass too, because this is my intellectual property." I would not be surprised in the future we get gas like how we get ink for like printers, where if you buy like a card or something like that, like an ink card or like a gas card, your gas could get like funneled. I mean, you get like funneled gas or electricity for your vehicle without having to plug it up. It's as long as you have the card. If you have the card, you could just order the gas online. Like, yo, I got a gas card, and they could just, you know what I'm saying, like ring, like just, you know what I'm saying, just charge the joint up for you straight for like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised 40 years from now when we old dirt farts that it'll be something like that. I thought of that first. So if they try to do it in the future, y'all already know. You know what I'm saying?
Man, even when the high gas prices happened like in the 70s and shit like that, it was mad niggas that was thinking of mad different ways to gas their cars up. Dudes came up with ways to with water, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then them niggas got up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like a lot of those people still had inventions on how to create gas from any type of fuel, cooking oil, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
We need them niggas to come back because these niggas is killing us right now. Because I'm not going to get an electric car because that makes no sense. Because first of all, I have to have the money to buy this shit. Second of all, I have to find a place to charge the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad extra work.
but that's what I'm saying. Imagine in the future, like Roman Jack in the chat, he said gas subscriptions. You get a gas subscription or electric subscription. You know, so that would be crazy. Ash, how's your finger, buddy? It's still going, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still recovering. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all good. I can still slap booty cheeks with these little fingers right here. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rhythm up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, catch them at the Gills Nils. You know what I'm saying?
Get skills nails, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about what we need to talk about, handle business, how we need to handle it, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how the big dogs do it out
You
here.
want that one right there?
I brought a gift and everything, you know what I'm saying?
I could get that right there. Oh, for sure.
Yo, the Gills Nils, you heard? So yeah, that would be crazy moving forward. But yeah, that's what's going on with the loans. R&B singer Jaquez is expecting a new child with his baby mother. Turns out to be Deion Sanders' oldest daughter, Deandra Sanders.
Oh. I got too excited. I thought it was like some other niggas' baby mama and shit. All right.
Yeah.
You know, they be sharing biddies in the industry. I don't
Y-
understand that. But yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't understand how a woman can have a baby by Future, a baby by Wayne, and a baby by Bow Wow. Like I just don't understand that. But stuff goes on. But they're both. Well, I don't know if he's expecting his first child, but she's expecting her first child with him. So,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they stay together so
mhm.
that way she don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they stay together and just create that union, be a happy family and all that because it's just crazy where you got one baby mother with three top tier dudes and it's like, honestly, she win it, son.
Yeah.
Them three dudes is goofy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
hmm hmm
Goofy as fuck. She winning. She playing the game right. You know what I'm saying?
hmm And Deion Sanders had a big what to do because he's going to be a grandfather now, and so which is expected because Deandra is like 33, 34. You know, so that's what's up. Congratulations, I'm
Yeah,
happy for
facts.
expect that little bundle of joy. That's what's up. Moving on. Uh, the Uno reps came out and clarified a couple of rules about the Uno game. So what I'm about to tell y'all, y'all gotta stop fighting during the Uno game because this they should have came out sooner because this could have saved a whole lot of arguments and saved a whole lot of lives because when people play Uno, they play with their own rules. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it got so out of hand that the representatives of Uno was like, yo, we're gonna put an end to all this Uno crime, you know what I'm saying? It get these rules straight. You know what I'm saying? So the two things that they cleared up. All right. So when y'all hear this, y'all can't go back to playing your Uno rules, your own house rules, okay? All right. So one misnomer that they cleared up was the draw two rule. It's the rule that everybody's thinking. It's the draw two rule, right? So when somebody, I know 99% of y'all, when y'all play Uno, you throw out your draw two, buddy sitting next to you, he throw out his draw two, buddy sitting next to him, throw out his draw two, girl sitting next to him, she throws out her draw two, so when they come back, you gotta draw eight. No, that's not how it works. When somebody throws a draw two, the next person gotta collect the draw two.
Oh shit.
Period and point blank. You gotta collect the draw two.
Yo, that's how we've been playing for years, son.
I know. I know. That's
What
why
took these niggas so long to come up with this shit, son?
that's why I
And
had
who the fuck? And that's crazy because who the fuck came up with that rule where universally that's how everybody plays. So, and
that
it's not even a rule in the rule book, son.
right. And then on top of that, don't let somebody have a draw four or
You
a
can't
couple
even put the
draw.
draw four on the draw two though. You know what I'm saying?
But people been doing that. They put the draw four on the draw two, but they won't let you put the draw two on top of the draw four. So they people been doing that universally, bro. Like just all cards is hot. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and all hoods worldwide. Stop.
Worldwide, son. I thought that was part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's
Everywhere we went, you play with, you know what I'm saying? You play with people like us. Yo, how you play Uno first? You have
right.
to ask that, you know what I'm saying? Before you start
Now,
drawing out cards, you know what I'm saying?
right. You supposed to draw. You supposed to stop and draw your two. That's it. That's how I go. And like so, that's that. You know what I'm saying? So
All right.
or draw your four and be cool like you be cool. You can't throw it back on them like nah, nigga. It's, especially playing one on one. If you play, I mean, if you playing, yeah, one on one. If you playing one on one, you can't double back on the nigga. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You got to draw eight, or you know what I'm saying? I can't go back for back or twos on that. You know what I'm saying? You got to collect your two. And the second rule that they clarified was you don't have to say uno if you have one card left.
That's fucking crazy. They shouldn't.
You don't have
Nah,
to say it.
son.
You don't have to say it. These are the unos. You know what I'm saying? So
These are niggas that made this shit.
made this shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say uno if you have one card left.
All right. I can respect that. Because niggas would be waiting. If you ain't say Uno, oh, you gotta draw two, kid.
Yo, for real, like niggas give you a chance to say uno for real. Like you thought your second to
My
last.
card just
Oh, you know,
gently hit the deck first. I didn't even get a chance to say nothing yet. Yo, draw two. You ain't even say Uno. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, they don't never want you to win, son.
so, and that's what I'm saying. These two things right here could have saved a whole lot of fights.
Yo, could have saved a whole lot of relationships,
You
kid.
know what I'm saying? If you sit there and play Uno with your girl, it's war. So, like you said, like that argument that went from a nice card game to an all-out war in the crib with you and your girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that could have saved a whole lot of lives worldwide. So, and I know a lot of people in hoods worldwide is hearing this, like, yo, what you mean you don't have to say uno if you got one card left? The makers of the game said you don't have to say it.
Nah, so read Rowan Jack last statement. So Rowan Jack going ham right now. I'll fuck with you, kid. Yo. Yo,
Either.
he's still playing house rules, dog.
Yo, he's wild. Roll, you crazy. You crazy. A little bit like screwing out. Yo, Rule is crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
so those are the misnomers that they cleared up. So moving forward, worldwide, if you're playing Uno, these are the real rules. There ain't no more. How do you play? This is how you supposed to play.
Yo, where did these made up rules even come from, son? You know what I'm
I,
saying? If you
all I
gotta
know,
think about it, because niggas been playing Uno for a very long time,
facts,
way before social media. You know what I'm saying?
facts, facts.
And universally, don't like that was always the rules. Nobody ever think to read the directions on how to play Uno.
Right,
You
just
just
like yo,
automatically draw
I
two.
got a
I
better.
gotta draw two. You know what I'm saying? I got better play. I got better rules on playing Uno. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And that was always the universal way of playing. You put a draw two on the deck, another nigga put a draw two, another nigga, and unfortunately, if you don't got to draw two, you got to pick up 8, 10, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
critical.
Get real critical out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's crazy, son.
yeah. So they cleared that up. Thank God, finally they cleared
Yeah,
that.
appreciate that, son. You know what I'm saying?
The community made taking what it should be. Man, you know, I got my rules from my older brother because it was just me and him playing like one on one growing up as kids, and like I got my rules from him. So when we played with other kids, it was like, yo, this is how you supposed to play. So it was like my rule trumped everybody else's rule, and it's like, nah, that's not the rule. This is the rule, and this is what people need to be going by from here on out. So uh, that's dope that they finally did that. Might I add?
Appreciate that.
All right, so moving on. So former Tampa Bay Bucks linebacker, star linebacker Derek White leaves the Buccaneers and signs with the cheating ass Philadelphia Eagles. And the reason why I'm calling them cheaters is because they signed their whole offseason. They just been signing lit players like to their team. Like they cheesing right now. Like they got nothing but top tier upper echelon dudes at each position, bro. Like so now they got Derek White. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a great player and now he's the middle linebacker of that Eagles defense.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, son. They following the rules. They making deals. Niggas is liking the deals that they put on the table. Players are signing, and I'm pretty sure they all got one thing in mind is winning the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like what they're doing, not what they're doing. None of the other franchises can do as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, it's a lot of free agents out there, you know what I'm saying? So they making the bang what they buck with free agency, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then when draft time comes, they just pick accordingly to what they need, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's smart, you know what I'm saying? I'll never be an Eagles fan, but you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And what do you think of Fields getting traded to the Steelers?
I think it's a good move because Russell Wilson can still play, but I feel he could be a good um, role model to Justin Fields, even though he started in the league, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, off rip, but he started with the Bears. And come on, the Bears just threw Buddy out there, just like, all right, my nigga, figure it out type shit. No scheme, no line, no nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
now you go into an organization like the Steelers, who are based on fundamentals, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a great structure for him to be up under. And I feel it's gonna be very competitive during summer camp because I know he want to start.
Yeah, but they said that it's not going to be a quarterback competition. It's Russ' job, and that Fields is going to be backing up. They said there's no quarterback competition at all.
All right, so I hope Russ can be like I said, a good role model. You know what I'm saying? Show him what it is to be a top tier Super Bowl winning quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though Russ still got like maybe 2 more seasons, 3, God willing, in him.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Steelers under Tomlin, yo, it's gonna be a good fit, son. Really good fit. Like he always gets the best out of players. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be a good fit. Humbling for Justin Fields to like just bring it back a little bit. You gonna start soon. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Russell Wilson is a spring chicken. Like he just came out college last year. He's been in the league for a little while. So yeah, your time is definitely coming, and you're gonna take over the reins of Steelers, a more polished, prepared quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it because if that was going to be the case, that's something that should have been done at the beginning of his career, right? So he done went through the muck, the mire, the wars in these first 3 seasons, and now you want him to back up. He's 24 years old, so the next time he's really going to start for real, according to their plan, and you're talking about 27, 28 years old. And it's like I'm not jacking that. Me personally. And I don't like how the Chicago Bears have put this all together. Like they're gonna take Caleb Williams, but I don't think Caleb Williams is gonna be a better quarterback than Justin Fields. They could have traded back and ended up getting Marvin Harrison Jr. at receiver. They brought in the dude from the Chargers, Keenan Allen at receiver. They already got DJ Moore at receiver. They brought in the running back from the Eagles of last year. The running back from Georgia, I forget his name right this moment, but they done really bulked up their squad. And all these years, you didn't even think to give Justin Fields no type of running mate, no type of people. So now you got Marvin Harrison Jr. coming from Ohio State. Justin Fields is from Ohio State. He went to Ohio State. So that's that Ohio State connection. Keenan Allen is a top tier level receiver. DJ Moore, top level receiver. And then their running back is a top level back. And it's like, so now he's relegated to having to back up when he could have easily, like the Bears saying they looking out for him. How you looking out for him when you send him to a place that is not going to be no quarterback position? They could have easily sent him to the New York Giants. Easily, he's better than Daniel Jones. They could have easily sent him to the Vikings. He's better than what they have on the Vikings easily. You know what I'm saying? And to some degree, they could have easily sent him to the New England Patriots. New England Patriots got the third pick. Drake May is not a better player than Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when they said they was looking out for him, and then they traded him for the 6th round pick, and he's a 1st round pick. So that
Maybe it's placism. A brother
was
gotta know his place.
like so like I hate it for him. I wish he could have went somewhere that could have really showcased his talent. He would have been better off going to the Jets, backing up Rodgers. The only reason why I say that is because Rodgers could get hurt at any moment. So but I don't foresee Rodgers getting hurt again for the time period that he did. But I see him getting hurt at some point during the season. They could have sent him to Tampa Bay. To me, he's better than Baker Mayfield. So like you said, maybe it's not
Maybe
class.
something else, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something else behind closed doors, like niggas screamed on niggas like on some bullshit. Well, not on some bullshit, because they definitely threw them out there on some bullshit. It was
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, buddy, all right, we got something for that ass. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it don't make no sense. As you broke it down, it definitely don't make no sense. Um, and he already put his bones in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's Chicago, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chicago's trash. Them niggas never gonna win a Super Bowl, son. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Caleb Williams, they're not gonna do it neither. Because it's gonna be the same thing again. Just because
and,
you draft Caleb Williams, you ain't set up no line.
right. And it's just a poorly run franchise because they Chicago, no matter what year, they always have a lit dude on their team at some point. You know what I'm saying? A top tier dude. Like people forget Alvin Mack. Khalil Mack was on that team not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So they have a history of having lit guys on their team, but that's a poorly ran franchise. And just because you get Caleb Williams, I don't see Caleb Williams being, because they love to compare everybody to Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to be nowhere near Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to be nowhere near it. And I don't even think he should be the first pick in the draft. I think it should be Jaden Daniels, to be honest with you.
Nah, that's a fact. Less zest going on. There's a little zest around.
A lot of zest
around his aura. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes. A lot of Zataran.
Mad adobo. Mad spice is going
Mad
on.
adobo. Yeah, fact. Mad adobo. So yeah, man. I just think that's crazy. I just think that's crazy. And but it's a part of the business, and it is what it is. And the last year's Steelers quarterback, he demanded a trade when Russell got there. He demanded a trade. Once Russell got there,
Pickett,
yeah. Kenny Pickett. He's like, I'm gonna get up out of here. He's like, I want to be traded. And they ended up trading him to the Eagles as well. So he on the Eagles too.
It was like, yo, give me everybody. Eagles trying to gobble up everybody. Pause.
Facts. So I just thought that was interesting in itself. All right, moving on. There's a website that I don't want to say, but this particular website I found out allows you to check out live cameras worldwide in real time.
Like what? Like traffic cams or some shit?
Traffic cams, surveillance cams, whether it's in a church, in somebody's home, outside of their apartments.
Ron Jack said Pornhub.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, but this particular website, you could go on this website and anywhere in the world that has a live camera. So this could be someone's home. This could be the surveillance camera of inside of a convenience store, inside or outside of a church. And this is a real website. Yeah. And I don't say the name because people gonna go there even more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's a trap. Don't even go on that site, son. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? Track your IP and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And try to go on that site or try to Google what site that is, kid, because that just seems crazy. Because anybody could, if that's the case, anybody with malicious intent can, you know what I'm saying, pull some fuckery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that just goes to show, it's like, yo, this internet shit is just getting way too out of hand. It's just that whole ring, you know what I'm saying? The ring camera shit, you could check your ring when you wait, you know what I'm saying? Not even in your crib, so now somebody else can check to see who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes.
So now they can see, okay, somebody came to your door, rang the doorbell, you didn't come to the door, so they can check to see how long it took you to come to the house, or if you even came to the house, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so now we know you're on vacation. All right, cool. So you're not at the crib now. I bet we pulling up.
Right. You see what they said in the chat?
Nah, hold on. Let me see what. Yo, Roll Jack, you on fire tonight, kid. You got the jokes for sure, son. But yeah, that's crazy, son. I mean, that's where the internet is going, son. This whole no privacy shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just doing too much, son.
What
putting shit out there too much.
What benefit does it provide for somebody or just a random person to have access to all live cameras, surveillances inside people's homes, businesses, and so on? So what benefit is there?
Depends on who it is. Police trying to do investigations, yeah, I can understand that. Criminals, yeah, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But regular everyday citizens, I don't see the point of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But even police officers, they can't just go in there and just check it out. They have to have a real like reasoning. It has to be protocol. They can't
Yeah,
just
you know what I'm saying? Once they do their protocol and all that shit, then
right.
they access IP, find out like, yo, I was at Pizza Hut when the time you talking about I was at the crib. I was at
Yeah,
Pizza type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Showcase the camera. I get that. But regular everyday, I don't see that. And then on top of that, yeah, it'll benefit criminals type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Niggas that's trying to get up on and pay that $8 a gallon in gas in Cali. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Crime and home invasions is gonna go up. But guess what? Home if that's the case, home invasions go up, then police quota go up. Prison beds gonna get filled. You know what I'm saying?
I being that you said that, I didn't write it down, but I remember off the top of my head, I believe it's the city of Pittsburgh because they having a problem with police officers as far as the amount of police officers that they have. Now, if you have some sort of crime that goes on, they only coming out to crimes that are like dangerous and needed crimes. So if you have like a break in, if you have anything that's pretty much not murder, rape, and like gun shooting or stabbing or something like that, they not coming out anymore. You could call it in, you could call it in, get it written up, and then that's it. So
I hope
there's
they, I hope they letting the citizens ride with they Thule. I hope
oh,
the gun laws is low. I don't know what the gun laws is over there, but that's basically what they saying, man.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, you got like Wu-Tang says, you gotta protect your neck. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So you gotta ride with your jump.
In the state of, is it the state of Utah? It's not Utah. I forget what state. It just happened recently. It could be. It's a southern state. No, it's Louisiana. Louisiana is now letting 18-year-olds straight out of high school get guns without a background check or anything. So
Yeah, I
the
heard about that. I heard
yeah,
about that. Yeah, they just need the murder rate to go up even more. So the beds could get filled, you know what I'm saying? So they can have new you know what I'm saying?
labor.
Inmates in the jails.
Hmm.
Because Louisiana for as long as we've been alive has always been a murder capital, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Top tier, always in the top three type shit.
Hmm.
So now with that being said, with these young cats with no rules, no parameters, no type of guidance and none, yeah, it's gonna murders are gonna go up. And I hope these detectives know how to solve these murders on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that's gonna go up for sure. And then when they finally catch the killers and all that shit, then the jails is gonna get filled up as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because like you're not giving them no proper structure with that. I'm gonna
Hmm.
say, yo, for you to get a gun, you gotta do uh 20 hours of training and know these laws and stipulations and when and how to use it, and then you can get your gun.
Hmm.
You just saying, oh, when you turn 18, you could just buy a gun.
You got the money, you got a gun.
Like
Crazy.
nah, you need more training. You need guidance. You need rules and parameters how to you know what I'm saying, use your gun. Because God forbid something happen and you try to defend yourself, but you don't know how to use a gun, you end up shooting somebody else.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right, right. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can I see a live feeds? They didn't show that where you if you could see a police live footage from police body cam. They specified um camera cameras in somebody's home, security camera for like a place of business and like public places. Traffic.
That makes a lot of sense because somebody's home, a place of business, they're either using Verizon, AT&T, this, that, and the third. For police, they got their own servers. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Feel
Yeah,
me? So their network is going to be totally different.
right.
Which is like, okay, now we can't see what y'all doing. and have footage of like if that's what really happened when you pulled this person over type shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. I don't have to pay OnlyFans.
Oh man.
Yo, that's
Yeah, that's
for
great. I heard some. I forget what state was like, because of the rise in carjackings. They were saying that yo, just let them just. I forget what state, but it was like the police chief was like, yo, just let them just take your car. I'm
yo,
like, what the fuck?
that's wild.
Like, then my insurance go up. I'm being inconvenienced because I don't have my car, and I still got to pay for it.
He said Cali.
It probably was, but that's just crazy, son. But
Yeah,
meanwhile, you got 4K a month to give to migrants and shit.
free rent. You know,
Free rent, free housing.
they said they in Macon, Georgia. It wasn't Macon, Georgia. It's a part of Georgia. I can't remember the part. I think it is Macon. I think Macon, Georgia came out and said that they giving 7,000 to every new resident that moved to Macon, Georgia.
7,000. But
Mm.
what's in Macon though? Okay, you give me 7,000, I gotta pay rent and all that shit. I'm gonna blow pause through that 7,000 just paying rent.
7,000. That's what they saying. It's good if you could use it, yeah.
Yeah. So you
I
keep 7,000. You know what I'm saying?
So moving on, this next segment is brought to you by BigBravoSection.com. Again, go to BigBravoSection.com. You can book a session with one of the best photographers in the world, especially if you're in the Miami area. If you're not, you can still book, fly out, come to you, and hook your session up. Again, that's BigBravoSection.com. Again, BigBravoSection.com.
Yes,
Got
sir. So you know this now.
ready.
Jack. Yo, petty thoughts, petty words, petty laws. So I got 3 words from the Bible of all Bibles, Black's Law Dictionary. You need to get one and have it in your library. It's imperative you have a Black's Law Dictionary in your library. You know what I'm saying? So I got 3 words, 2 of the words that were given to me by Rowan Jack. So I got the definitions of the words you gave me from last episode. So the first word today is privilege. Seems as though migrants are getting a lot of privilege. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
getting first dibs on a lot of shit. So mind you, I didn't, again, these are random words. You feel me? So what is the definition of privilege as it pertains to legal terms, right? So it's a particular and peculiar benefit or advantage enjoyed by a person, company, or class beyond the common advantages of other citizens. An exceptional or an extraordinary power or exemption. A particular right advances exemption, power, franchise, or immunity held by a person or class, not generally possessed by others. That is the privilege that migrants are getting. You know what I'm saying? They're an exceptional or extraordinary power or exemption. They're getting exempt from paying rent. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They getting deals like going to Maine and you getting not paying rent for 2 years. Like, but then the people in Maine still gotta pay rent. How about you tell people that's in Macon, Georgia, yo, we give you 7,000 to stay. Or we can, like my bro said, give you a month off.
Mhm.
Y'all got money. I could see a nigga with money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
I smell it, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
I can
Stevie Wonder.
smell a nigga, y'all. I can smell a city nigga with money. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all stop playing with us, bro. It's crazy, son. All right, so now my next word, shout out to Rowan Jack for this one. My next word is sovereign. It means a person, body, or state in which independent and supreme authority is vested. A chief, ruler with supreme power, a king or other ruler in a monarchy. We do not have our sovereignty at all. We do not have independent or supreme authority vested within us. We have to go to the state for everything. We gotta ask the state, oh, can I live? Oh, can I get a job? Can I do this, that, and the third? We don't have our own supreme authority to pay ourselves, to create jobs for other people, to create jobs for ourselves. We
Mm-hmm.
have to go to them for everything. You know what I'm saying? So they took our sovereignty away and made us citizens where we have certain privileges, right? That can be taken away at any moment in time. You have the right to travel, right? But if your license is dirty, guess what? That right is taken away. So it's a privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So next word, also shout out to Roman Jack for this word. It's force majeure. I may be saying the word wrong, but majority. It's uh in the law of insurance is superior or irresistible force. Such a clause is common in construction contracts to protect the parties in the event that a part of the contract cannot be performed due to clauses which which are outside the control of parties and could not be avoided by exercise of due care. An oil and gas lease clause that provides that the leasee will be held to have will not be held to have breached the lease terms while the leasee is prevented by force majeure, which literally means superior force from performing uh, literally superior force from performing. Typically, such clauses specifically indicate problems beyond the reasonable control of the lessee that will excuse performance. So the word is force majeure. And so that's my petty thought, petty law, petty words, privilege, sovereign, and force majeure. Chat, if y'all got any words y'all want me to look up in the Bible, I'll do that. Again, I do random words. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny enough that privilege pertains to our topics tonight. You know what I'm saying? They got privileges for certain people and they don't got privileges for others. So they picking and choosing who they want to give certain things to. And at the end of the day, they gonna hit us against each other when we need to come together and force these people to work for us. Because we don't work for them, they work for us.
Mm-hmm.
They forgot that in their term when they got to office. I guess it got caught up in the pipeline. So
Got
we got
clock
to clog the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, yeah, you work for us. You know what I'm saying?
or
So,
alloys. Ain't no way you getting chrome.
ain't
Or
no way you getting chrome. We not flying Sunjet no more, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, chat. If y'all got any words y'all want me to look up on the Black's Law Bible, let me know. And those are my words for my petty thought session.
fire, fire. All right, moving on to the Keep the Lie Live segment.
Keep the lie live.
Keep the lie live. So I would keep the lie live, or my keep the lie live portion of the show is enough is never enough. No matter what you do with someone, for someone, like enough can never be enough. Like you really try to put your best foot forward. I had a ex, and of course, when we was together and when everything was new, everything was appreciated. But because these things happen on a regular basis, it becomes like a thing where it's like, okay, like that appreciation becomes like a norm. So you expecting to have it instead of just appreciating the fact that this is being consistently done.
Mhm.
Somebody consistent in your life. Somebody's being active in your life, present in your life.
Right.
So be careful moving forward with those that don't appreciate the consistency of how active that you are in your lives, because that's the thing that gets misappreciated so quickly and so easily all the time, especially in relationships. That's that same ex, it became, instead of again, that appreciation is like, all right, so what do you got for me now? Like, what's the next thing that I gotta look forward to instead of appreciating the things that is being done?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just enough. Enough is never enough. And some people say enough is enough. No, it's not, because when you start making more money, enough is never enough. Now you have a different type of taste, and that extra money that you're making, it gets supplemented to something else that you like now. Now, yeah, I got a nice place, so I gotta have like the big paintings. These big paintings you didn't have in your old spot. You wasn't even thinking about it then, but because you make more money, your taste start to change. So that whole term is enough is a misleading term, and it's a false term as well. So that's my keep the lie live segment of this show, is that enough is enough, and it's really not. Enough is never enough. You always have to continue to remain consistent and show up. So.
I feel like for men, we get to a point where we satisfied with certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, a man, if it wasn't for not getting some cool, a man be cool with a couch, a TV, not even on the stand type shit,
Mm-hmm.
regular bed, not even, you know what I'm saying, with the bed on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But say he got his bed, but he cool with that.
Yeah.
Because we want some, you know what I'm saying? We want some
Yeah.
ladies to come through. We gotta spruce up the crib, right? So
Yeah.
for us, man, we comfortable with certain aspects, you know what I'm saying? But it's really women who don't have that level of like comfortability and not going to the next stage. Because there was a perfect example. This psychiatrist said it's basically how women don't have no chill type of thing, where she was saying that, oh, you could go, she creates a scenario where a woman can go to a department store for men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first floor is like men who are like 5'8" and make a certain amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
They look good, they're decent, right? Then the woman goes in and is like, nah, I want to go to the next floor. So the second floor is like men that's 5'9" to 6'1", they make 60,000 and they look good, but they look okay. Then they
Mm-hmm.
want to go to the next floor and the next floor. But then by the time they get to the last floor, it proves that there's no satisfying women, and you just lost out on all the good men because you think there's always something better on the other side. But
Mm-hmm.
not appreciating what the man is doing for you because you think another man is going to do something that your man is doing for you now. Why the fuck would the next man pick up the slack of another man that you left?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The man was doing you right, but you left him. So you think I'm going to do you better than that last man? You better go back to him.
He was too nice.
Y'all make up all these fake
Mm-hmm.
bullshit terms to make you feel better, to not to justify your actions with not accepting accountability. What did you say the other night? What was it?
Oh, your accountability.
What is it?
Sit in your accountability.
Yeah, sit in your accountability. Like, yes, we understand there's fucked up men out there. We get all that. Cool. But when you find a good man, oh, he's too nice, or I'm gonna walk all over and da 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 da. Okay, fine. Be 40 with 4 cats and be alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, that man is gonna find his peace.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was with you. It's not. Okay, he gonna find his peace. Trust and believe.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna find it because there's more women in this world than there are men. Point blank. Period.
And ladies, we only bringing up ladies is because that's what me and my brother date. We date women, but this misnomer could go to anybody that doesn't appreciate the things that you do. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it could go to men too, but see, men understand accountability.
Correct. Correct.
Men, when they fuck over a good woman, they be accountable for that. Like, damn, I did have a good woman. You know what I mean? I did wrong by her. Like, damn, I wish I could have did things better. But the next woman I get, I won't do those things I did to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Men
But see,
accept accountability, no problem.
but the reason why men could accept accountability, to add to your point, we understand the premise of team and playing opposition. We understand that. Like most kids that grow up, especially men, we played some sort of sport growing up before. And in sports, you have a position. And in your position, you have to play that. So in team sports, you depend on somebody playing their position so you could do what you need to do in your position. And it all coincides together like that because we already have a foundation in that when it comes to relationships and partnerships, and we bring that same uh, ethic towards it. That's part of the foundational difference between men and women when we it's like, yo, this is the position I play as your man, and this is the position you play as your woman. But most women they don't want to play that position. Most successful relationships are with women that know how to play that relationship with their man.
Two examples with that, with women not playing their position. First example is like we go out to eat. I order my dinner, you order yours, right? You not playing your position by looking at my plate and want to taste my plate.
Right.
Like, nah. This is my food. You got your food over there. Don't
Mm-hmm.
put your don't put your fork in my plate. No, you order your food, I order mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second example of women not playing her position. They always say that, oh, women are better cheaters than men. That's a lie.
That's a
Y'all not
lot.
better cheaters than men. The reason why you think y'all better cheaters than men is because men play their positions. Men are not gonna fuck up a good thing while you cheating on your man with another dude.
Correct.
Getting the benefits of that shit. So why would he fuck it up?
Right. Right.
Men get caught out there when they're cheating because women don't know how to play their positions at all.
Facts.
Y'all never be able to play your positions because y'all knew the dude had a girl. You still fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? And then when your feelings got involved, now all of a sudden you want that nigga to leave his girl to be with you. He don't
Mm-hmm.
want to do that. Now you meeting the nigga at his job, you pulling up to apartment complex, you doing goofy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How y'all better cheaters if y'all don't even know how to play y'all role in nothing?
Right.
It's too many examples out there of of women in power positions doing the goofy shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's a part of, and that's the part of that lack of foundation of playing your role, and that's why it's so much easier for men to sit in our accountability because when we got a role to play and we don't play it amongst men, when you play team sports and amongst men, when you don't play your position, you're gonna get singled out.
And you don't want that.
You don't want that. You're gonna get singled out, and especially when it comes to football. So, like, ladies, for the ladies that's in the chat, like, imagine you sitting around with your whole team, a whole team of like 80, 90 people, and you got coaches. So it's just not the people that you play positions with. You got people that's in a higher hierarchy system than you, and they pointing your faults out. They saying, yeah, you need to lose weight. You need to run more. You need to have more speed, or you need to be better at doing this and doing that for all these people to hear. So you got to sit in that. And for most guys, a part of that foundation is the fact that we can sit in that us not doing our role and be like, all right, next practice, next thing I'm gonna work on, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. And that's just a foundational thing. So
That's a fact.
yeah.
That's a fact. Because women can't handle being screamed on by a coach and he like right here in your face, yelling
Hmm.
at you like all
It,
types of, you know what I'm saying?
it's surprising to me. This is one of the things that shocked me. The very few times I see a woman being held accountable, especially being screamed on, and she doesn't react, she just sitting there listening. I really be like, oh snap, she really like taken back by that. Like she's really sitting there listening. Now she could have be thinking, I hate you, I'm gonna kill this person, da da da. Da. But for the simple fact, if she don't respond, that stands out to me more so than anything else. And but that's very rare. These are exceptions to the rule. This is not the rule. So that's not twist that. You know what
No,
I
that's
mean?
a fact. That's
So
a fact. Yeah. So it's just too many examples out there. Again, a lot of these examples is internet based, but then we deal with women in real life. So there's I've met a few women that have been accountable. I've met a few women that try to gaslight you into thinking that it's your fault. But again, like I'm standing, I'm standing tall in my square. So it's like you can do that. You have the option to do that, but it's not gonna work. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you have every right to try to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna gaslight me into thinking it's my fault when you the one that's in the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. Shout out to Jai in the building.
Big job was good.
Was popping. Yeah. So now I agree with you, and you know that's how I feel. That's part of the reason why I feel like enough is never enough. You know, that goes into relationship, business. It goes into lifestyle. You know, find your goal, hit your goal, and remain on your goal. There's nothing wrong with elevating. That's a part of life is elevation, having new goals, because that's how you reach higher and higher. But it just goes to the point of enough is never enough. And when I hear people saying, no, enough, there's a such thing as enough. And it's like it is and it isn't. Like everybody don't want have the same goals. Everybody don't want to make the same amount of money. Everybody don't want to live in the same type of house. I get that. That's something completely different. But enough is never enough because whatever that you do consistently, actively, presently, then it becomes like it becomes a new normal that you have to continue to do. So that's why I say that.
No, facts.
So that's my keep the light live, and you know. So y'all, it's been another hot one, yo. It's been another hot one. Make sure y'all tap into our playbacks when we of the series, our watchbacks. Make sure y'all tap into our rewatches. Make sure y'all tap into our shorts and the rest of our clips. Uh Want to shout out to our sponsors, Bravo Section, Button Snaps, OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me up at on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild. Again, that's Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or you can hit my brother on Instagram at
Yo, 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 Ron Jack Wildin. My fault. You can hit me up on my Instagram on Bravo section underscore. That's Bravo section underscore. Ron Jack just had me laughing all night. Yo, shout out to you, Ron Jack. You've been lit this whole episode, son. Had me dying. Funny, man. That's a lit step 3-step process. I'm gonna have to write down in my notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yeah, that's a fact. I'm with that plan. I'm with
Yeah.
that. Uh, yeah, this has been our 40th episode, y'all. Yo, again, like, subscribe, and share. We almost near that 5,000 subscribers for the channel. So again, once we get to the 5,000 subscribers for the channel, we're gonna be doing some merch. We're gonna give away some merch. So again, let's get to that 5,000 subscribers to the channel.
Yes, sir.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in. What's today? Today Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
It's Sunday. We'll be back Thursday. This Thursday, 10:30. You already
Tap
know the
in,
vibe.
man. Tap in.
You know what I'm saying? For episode 41. 40.
Mm.
So again, make sure y'all tap into them rewatches, comment, like, and you already know what the rest is. It's love. We'll see y'all Thursday, 10:30.
Yes, sir. We out of here.